Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're at. And this is another DoorDash video. And this is episode, I'm sorry, it's supposed to be 17. I'll fix that. So, a very simple question that I actually raise, and we'll actually go through DoorDash store, and a few other things to kind of get an idea why we as drivers required to have all these equipment to keep food warm while we're doing delivery. But at the same time, most stores, if not all, and I cannot say all because I've seen few that are actually doing that extent to keep the food warm. But majority stores do not focus on that at all. So let's actually look at the first at the DoorDash store for the merchant. If we scroll through their, let's start from the top. If we scroll, we see everything for the COVID, for the labels, for the store lighting. No customers they deliver through DoorDash. Safety stickers, business cards, but I don't see nothing related to keeping the food warm. And here's actually perfect image. This is how we wait for this is how the customer's order waits at the restaurant for us as drivers to pick it up. It's either on a counter, which majority counters are stainless steel. They do attract cold to themselves if it's cold, which then they spread that cold to what's inside that bag. And majority orders come in some form of this kind of a bag. Or it's sitting on a shelf, and I want to actually type out and maybe show you guys. Restaurant shelves. So it's either sitting on a shelf, something like this, where air travels right through it, or it's sitting on a wooden shelf, something similar to like this, or a stainless. Oops, that's actually taken us. Or sitting on a stainless steel shelf, like something like this. Can somebody tell me, does any of these shelves that I so far showed, right there, can anybody explain how do these shelves actually can keep that food warm? We as drivers know that sometimes that food on the shelves is from 10 seconds all the way up to couple hours before somebody actually picks it up to deliver. So, yeah, that's my simple question. Why restaurants do not keep it warm? And if I look at the merchant at DoorDash store merchant materials, I do not see anything that DoorDash actually would offer to restaurants to keep that food. And honestly, things that I should have seen here are, let's go to Dasher Gear. Things that I should have here, at least 5 catering bags offered to the restaurant, let's say for 150 bucks. So now they can put in multiple orders into the catering bag. See, I don't see this. And this right here should be at a merchant materials section. Pizza bags for pizza to be staying warm. Again, when you go to pizza places to pick up delivers for food, they're sitting on these type of shelves, but at least they're on most of the pizza places, they have heat lamps for setting on. But again, that heat lamp is only warming the top box. If you have four boxes sitting for delivery, top box gets warm. All the rest of them, heat is not going dead. Heat is raising up. So that means the top box is getting warm. The rest of it is getting cooled. So I personally believe DoorDash, for the safety, they need to not just encourage, actually require restaurants. As I deliver, and in my old area, nobody kept it other than the pizza place, which is Papa John's with the lamp. No one else kept their food in any form or way to keep the food warm. That's where I used to live in my area. Now, 20 minutes away from where I live. Now in Lexington, I know a wings place. They keep their all their deliveries in a catering bag, and when the driver comes on, they open the lid, find that order, and give it to the driver. There's another place by the mall. They actually have a built-in into the wall, accessible from both sides. Let me see if I can find something similar. Something similar to this, but it's built into the wall, and they have a couple gauges here on the top. So each shelf they can control the heat, how much that shelf will give off to keep that food warm. That is the only two places so far I noticed that they're trying to keep our food warm. All the rest of the places is just it's either on a counter or on a shelf. No heaters, nothing involved. So this video is to customers. Ask DoorDash why the food at restaurant not being kept warm. Ask also drivers. Think about why you're spending $100 on equipment, catering bags, pizza bags, um, hot bags. Why you're spending hundreds of dollars at the DoorDash and Amazon, but restaurant does not. Ask the restaurants when you pick up next why the food is not being kept warm. And DoorDash, I'm asking you the same question. Why the restaurants that you're partnered up with, that you're selling their product on your app and on your website, why they're not keeping that food warm? And second, why food does not have a time limit that it can stay on a shelf before it gets tossed. Because all food have a limit for how long it can sit on a shelf. And for health departments and other media sources, why are you guys are not investigating this and not reporting on this? That's my question. Why you guys are not doing your job? Guys, thank you for watching the video. And gals, please like, subscribe, share, because I believe some of these videos that I do, they need to really reach the masses. People need to start thinking about not just how we can put a buck in our pocket, but how we can, while we're putting a buck in our pocket, we can have that food safe and warm delivered to our customer. Be blessed and talk to you soon.